I never imagined I'd be telling the story of a brilliant neuroscientist turned prisoner. But here we are. The tale of Aafia Siddiqui is one that challenges our understanding of justice and human rights. As we begin this journey, I ask you to keep an open mind and consider the implications of what you're about to hear. Aafia Siddiqui's story begins with promise and potential. Born in Karachi, Pakistan in 1972, she showed exceptional intelligence from an early age. Her path led her to the prestigious Massachusetts Institute of Technology, where she excelled in neuroscience. The halls of MIT, once witness to her brilliance, now echo with the controversy of her later life. Aafia's academic career was marked by dedication and achievement. Her research in cognitive neuroscience, particularly her work on learning through imitation, was groundbreaking. She earned her PhD from Brandeis University in 2001. The turn in Aafia's life came swiftly and unexpectedly. Following the September 11th attacks, she found herself under scrutiny. Accusations of links to Al-Qaeda began to circulate, though the evidence was far from conclusive. The FBI named her as a person of interest in 2003, casting a shadow over her once celebrated career. As the accusations mounted, Aafia's life began to unravel. She left the United States in 2002, returning to Pakistan. What happened in the years that followed is shrouded in mystery and conflicting accounts. The story takes a dramatic turn in 2008 with Aafia's arrest in Ghazni, Afghanistan. The circumstances of her capture are hotly disputed. According to official accounts, she was found with documents related to potential terrorist attacks and allegedly attempted to shoot U.S. military personnel. However, Aafia's supporters tell a different story, one of abduction and torture. The details of her arrest raise troubling questions. How did a neuroscientist end up in a conflict zone? Why were there such conflicting accounts of the incident? Afghan police officers initially reported that Aafia was not carrying any documents when arrested. As we piece together the events, we're left with more questions than answers, a theme that will recur throughout this case. Aafia's trial in 2010 was a spectacle that captured international attention. Prosecutors painted her as a dangerous terrorist, while her defense team argued she was a victim of circumstance and injustice. No gunshot residue was found on Aafia's hands, and the rifle she allegedly used had no fingerprints. Aafia herself was a controversial figure in the courtroom, her outbursts adding complexity to the case. The verdict, when it came, sent shockwaves through the international community. On February 3, 2010, Aafia was found guilty on all charges and sentenced to 86 years in prison. The reaction was immediate and polarized. Supporters decried it as a miscarriage of justice, while others saw it as a victory. Human rights organizations pointed out that the sentence was far longer than those given to many convicted terrorists. It's a sentence that continues to fuel debate and calls for review to this day. Aafia's new reality became the Federal Medical Center, Carswell in Texas. She has reportedly been held in solitary confinement for extended periods, a practice condemned by human rights organizations. Her isolation, limited family contact, and the impact on her mental health paint a grim picture of life behind bars. It's a stark contrast to the life she once led in the halls of academia. Beyond the legal battles and prison walls, there's a deeply personal tragedy at the heart of Aafia's story. The loss of her son, Ahmed, who disappeared during her arrest in 2003, remains an open wound. The impact on her family has been devastating, with her children growing up without their mother and her parents aging with the pain of separation. Her story has become intertwined with broader narratives of injustice and the human cost of the war on terror. Aafia's case has sparked a wide range of reactions across the globe. In Pakistan, she's seen by many as a national hero, a victim of American injustice. Former Prime Minister Imran Khan called for her return to Pakistan. In contrast, the US government maintains that justice has been served, standing firm on her conviction. Human rights organizations have been vocal in their criticism of Aafia's treatment. Amnesty International and others have raised concerns about the fairness of her trial and her conditions in prison. The media coverage has been equally divided, reflecting the complex and controversial nature of her case. Some outlets have questioned the official narrative, while others have accepted it at face value. Despite the years that have passed, the fight for Aafia Siddiqui continues. Legal teams are working on appeals, while activists campaign for her release, or at the very least, a review of her case. The Pakistani government has made diplomatic efforts to secure her repatriation, though with little success so far. In 2018, Pakistan's Senate unanimously passed a resolution to bring her back. Her case raises vital questions about due process, human rights, and the balance between national security and individual liberties. It's a stark reminder of the human cost of global conflicts. As we come to the end of this documentary, I urge you to reflect on what you've learned. Aafia Siddiqui's story is more than just one woman's tragedy. It's a mirror to our society and our justice system. I ask you to stay informed, to question, and to act. Share this story, engage in discussions, and let your voice be heard. Together, we can work towards a world where justice is truly blind and human rights are universally respected.